And it all basically culminated in me living in a very dysregulated nervous system.
Okay.
And I ultimately ended up with a diagnosis of panic disorder and agoraphobia, or PDA, and also symptoms of PTSD. And when I started regularly experiencing panic attacks and coupled with agoraphobia, it really dramatically shrank my world and shrank my life to the point where I was afraid to kind of leave the house. I was afraid to just do normal things like go to the grocery store, drive in a car, get on an airplane. And, for someone who likes to travel the world, all of a sudden it's just like my world got smaller and smaller and smaller. And so I really dedicated my life at that point to figuring out how I could start to heal and repair my own nervous system. And I was already a yoga teacher at this point, so I already had that in my toolbox.
Sure.
But there were pieces that I was still missing in my own kind of recovery work and nervous system repair work, and so that kind of set me on the current trajectory and the path that I'm on now, where I found Dr. Stephen Porges and the polyvagal theory, and even just really understanding how my nervous system worked on a deeper level. Like, just that key piece of awareness was game changing for me. And it started to then evolve into not just the work that I was doing for myself, but the work then that I was doing with other people. So I kind of transitioned from being a full-time yoga teacher into now being a full-time somatic coach,
Mm.
where I help people. Many people come to me that have anxiety disorders, that have panic disorder, that experience panic attacks. People that have trauma histories, people that have complex trauma, childhood trauma, people with depression. So I work with kind of a broad range of people, but it's all through kind of a polyvagal-informed lens of how can we support you in finding more balance and finding more safety within your body and within your nervous system.